You've seen the Flint Town series,
Yes.
correct?
Yes.
So a lot of our feedback has been negative in light of the positioning of the film.
Yes.
So we want to know, how can we change that? What are the positive things that you're seeing that's going on in Flint Town?
Being able to recognize the resilience that people have here and the ability that some people have to kind of look at what's going on and go, we need to do something, we need to make a change, and we can do that, and we need to work together to do that. And so I think one of the biggest things is being able to work together and being able to see that there are some challenges and that they really truly are very difficult and they're not good, and being able to see those and recognize it and say, this is what the issue is, we need to figure out how we're going to fix it. And for some people, you can get tired and you can get exhausted and you can get kind of like, I'm tired of doing it. But we need to be able to find people who can kind of come and lift up those people when they're feeling tired and be like, that's okay, I got you. Let us take on the reins now. Let us continue doing the work and really just keep doing that over and over again until we can see some progress.
We're getting feedback on the Flint Town series, and we would love to know your take on that.
The narration is really cohesive, and so you really feel like you go on a journey with these characters, these 6 to 8 police officers and the police chief. So it's very gripping. I mean, and there are moments when I think one of the objectives of this is to sort of elevate the conversation to a national level about police, authority, race. And in some ways it makes a successful pitch at that. And when it does that, you sort of are removed from the fact that it's Flint and it's the city that I live in. The way that this is narrated is just so deeply, deeply, deeply skewed. There is so much more than this depiction of this really war zone. I mean, it's beyond the pale what is depicted. It's relentless crime and anger and despair and grinding poverty. We have a very, very bad habit in this society, and that is we make everything a commodity. Everything is consumable. And what has happened with us over time is that our pain and our trauma has become consumable. And so it's commodified, packaged, and sold.
I love a lot about Flint. My family's from here from a couple generations back. Everyone came up here to work in the factories and then kind of spread out once those factories closed. But I'm thankful that my family stuck around. Flint was a place that was here for me when I kind of first went out on my own. It was a place that was very accepting of me and of a lot of different type of people. It was a place that was affordable pretty early on, so even though I was just kind of a broke college kid, I could still easily find a room to rent in a neighborhood I liked, and then eventually I could find a house to purchase in a neighborhood that I loved. And I also really love that Flint is a place where I can live next to and be neighbors with and sort of create a community with people that sort of look and feel different than me, have different lives than me, then I can sort of share my experiences with them and can gain some wisdom from their experiences too.
What would you say that is missing from the national dialogue about our city?
The thing that I have the most trouble with when people, and this includes even people in my family, talking about Flint, is that it's just, people need to be reminded this is, it's a community of humans, right? There's 100,000 people that are living their whole lives here, and it doesn't matter how many people left, it doesn't matter how bad the conditions got or how sort of stark things can look visually, like there are still people here that are living the full scopes of their lives, and those people deserve dignity and respect, and they deserve to be able to just live sort of full experiences.